IKONINI episode 252, tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Alafu leo tuko na ule msee, unajua ule msee wa Mwaki. Nakunga hii tukibonga juu ngoma, tukibonga vile wasee juu kuipronounce huko majuu. Sijui hata kama msee mwenyewe anaelewa kuipronounce. Wacha tutajua. Kona shindwa msee mwenyewe ni nani? Msee mwenyewe anaitwa ZERB. Yeye ndiye alifanya ile ngoma na Sofia Nzau iko inaitwa Mwaki, like one of the biggest hits za the 254 come to the year 2023. ZERB, how are you doing?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, I was just trying to do like a whole sharing introduction about you. So I'm guessing you got like a few things. You got a few things that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Mwaki.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was also joking that when the song hit, a lot of people could not pronounce the word itself. Can you pronounce it?
Mwaki?
Yeah, okay. You're trying, man. Because I saw people saying Mawaki, like. Hey.
Yeah.
So you're from Brazil, yeah?
Yeah, I'm from Brazil.
Okay. So like the first thing that I was worried about was the language barrier. Because I thought like in Brazil people just speak Portuguese.
Yes, Portuguese.
Yeah. How common is English?
It's not common. I think like only 1% of people from Brazil speak English, so.
Okay. So how did you end up learning in school, on the streets?
Yeah. I learned a little bit in school, but I mean like making music and doing everything I learned online, so I had to like learn English to learn how to produce music, to like I used like Photoshop to do everything, so I'm like the guy that goes through tutorials on the internet. That's how I learned like English.
Yeah. And then I saw like on the interwebs they're saying that you're a DJ producer.
Yes.
So you also DJ?
Yes, I also DJ.
Okay. Like in clubs, or how does that work?
Clubs, festivals, everything like.
Yeah, I saw about a big festival. What's the festival in Brazil called? I saw something about a festival you played in.
Yeah, I've played in Lollapalooza, Brazil.
Lollapalooza.
It's big.
Yeah.
Played in Rock in Rio, which is a famous Brazilian festival. And so many other festivals in Brazil.
So how many people are you talking about in like such a festival?
Wow, like, I mean, I think 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah, like so many people.
Yeah. Because I normally see like, you see like the way when you look at Africa through the internet, all you see is the poverty. When you look at Brazilian streets through the internet, we see a lot of crime. Like I see people walking around, phone is grabbed. So how does such a festival happen? Because like our festivals, you'll get robbed. That's guaranteed. If there are 10,000 people, you're losing your shit. Like that's guaranteed. Like there was a festival called, what was it? Oktoberfest a few months ago, and people lost their shit. So how is it in Brazil?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, Brazilian streets are like very, very dangerous in terms of like, I mean, my manager, which is here, like last week he was mugged in Brazil, like by a guy with a gun. So yeah, Brazil is like the crime. It's so festivals there are like crimes, but it's basically more like they steal like cell phones, but it's not. It's not that common. Like you shouldn't be like 100% worried, but people like take caution, like put their cell phones in like bags that are zipped, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, and then I've seen this thing that happens in South American countries, and I know you're wondering like, when are we going to the music? Don't worry, that's IKONINI.
No problem.
We go everywhere. So I've seen this thing where it happens. I think it's in South America, where if you steal something or you're trying to rob someone, and someone has a car, they just drive through you. Does that also happen in Brazil? Like I've seen people just knocking people down with cars.
Oh yeah. If someone is going to rob the car. Yeah. Sometimes, but most of people like are afraid because usually they rob with guns. Yeah. So they can like shoot your cars. So in Brazil, it's common to get like cars that are like bulletproof.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's like more rich people, they have like bulletproof cars, in Brazil.
Okay, man.
Because they're afraid of.
Hey, because when I see those videos, I'm like, Kenya is safe, and Kenya is not even that safe, man.
Yeah.
Because you'll get robbed here, but normally it's at festivals. To get robbed like in the middle of town, someone can snatch something and run away, but pulling out a knife, that's rare.
Yeah, but something that we realize, like, the moment we get here, we feel we just said like we feel safe because there's so many security
Yeah, yeah,
everywhere
yeah.
here in Kenya. Like it's different than Brazil, you know.
Yeah, plus I think the thugs in Kenya don't have rights. I don't know if your thugs have rights. Like, is a thug arrested? Oh, you have the right to remain silent.
Uh,
What normally happens?
uh, I don't really know, to be honest. Like,
Because here, like, you'll snatch a phone, get shot. Like, it's, I think, yeah, the police just don't fuck around. Like,
yeah, in
it's bad.
Brazil, I mean, like, if you get robbed by a gang
Mm.
and you go to the police, they're like, we're not doing nothing. Like,
No.
it's a cell phone. Like,
Yeah,
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 where
but
you're dealing with like
yeah.
harder stuff, you know.
And for such a festival, how safe is the DJ? Like, your equipment and what?
No, it's
That's
it's
safe.
very safe. Yeah,
That's safe.
yeah. The
Okay,
festivals are
okay.
safe.
Mm.
Bodies are safe.
Okay.
There are lots of security. So it's,
Mm.
and it's not like, of course, we're talking about crimes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you shouldn't be like 100% worried because
Mm.
if we talk like that, people think like
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
to be like 100% cautious and like
Mm.
don't go to the streets in Brazil. It's not like that.
Oh, okay,
Of course, you
okay.
got to be cautious anywhere in the world.
Mm.
So
Yeah, because
yes.
I think in Africa also it's now Cape Town. Like South Africa, getting a phone snatched in the streets. Yeah, it's easy. Even Nairobi, of course. Like, you can't like drive around with your windows down and your phone will get
Yeah,
snatched.
Brazil is just like that.
Yeah. So that will happen. So you're also a producer. So a production, you say, like, you just learned it online?
Yeah, I learned everything online. Everything online.
Mm.
When I was really young, I started like when I was 14 years old.
Oh, okay. Mm.
Yes. I
Which
learned-
using which? You're a Fruity Loops guy or a?
yeah, I
just
started with Fruit Loops.
asking. Yeah.
I remember I was listening to dubstep,
Mm.
Skrillex. You know,
Oh,
he
okay.
was huge back in that time. He's
Mm.
he's huge until now, but
Yeah.
it's when he released like he won so many Grammys that year. And I remember a friend of mine,
Mm.
he told me like I just found a program
Yeah,
which you
yeah.
can produce dubstep.
Mm.
And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I have to learn that. So I started in
Mm.
Fruit Loops, and then I changed, and right now I use Logic for
Oh, okay.
many years. Yeah.
Okay. And I also saw like it's written like you do electronic music. So Mwaki, that's an electronic music song, or what is it? Is it what's Mwaki? What's the genre?
Yeah, it's electronic music, but electronic music have so many different like subgenres,
Yeah.
like house, tech house,
Mm.
progressive house, you know.
Yeah.
And Mwaki, it's hard to define a
it's
genre,
defined, yeah.
and it's like, and everywhere like I go, people like ask me like,
Mm.
what's the genre of Mwaki, or
yeah,
like
yeah.
they listen to Mwaki and sometimes they never seen me live, and they
Mm.
go like, yeah, Mwaki's so cool, but what do you play live? Because there's no like you can't put it in like in a box Mwaki.
Yeah.
And this is like what I think it's cool about that song.
Yeah. It's really cool. And now another thing is you're from Sao Paulo.
São Paulo, yeah.
Yeah. So how does a guy in Sao Paulo end up connecting with a girl in Nairobi? How did this connection come about?
Yeah, basically the story of this song is a part of my EP called Surrender.
Yeah.
I back in that time when I made Mwaki, I've made like 4 songs of the EP, and the EP was supposed to be like 5 songs, so there's one left. And I was just thinking like I need to do something different that I
Okay.
usually do, and something different than everything that stands out.
Yeah.
And so I happened to like produce like the instrumental part,
Yeah.
and the instrumental part was really different. And, like, as I said, like
Yeah.
I was like, this is cool. I don't know what this is, but this is cool. So I need like a unique vocal.
Okay.
So I started searching for different samples from all over the world,
Okay.
and I found this pack from Sofia Nizal.
Okay.
It's a pack of Kenyan vocals by her.
Mm.
It's basically a sample pack which there's you buy it, and there's plans of like many vocals, and Mwaki was there.
Oh, okay.
And it fits perfectly to the song. It's like it was supposed to be like the vocals was made for the song, and that's how it started everything.
Yeah.
And of
Yeah.
course, when the song like started to grow, I started to talk with her,
Mm.
and we decided to put her in the song
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
usually sample packs are like royalty free packs.
Yeah.
So as the song started to grow, like the first day we knew like that we have to like work and produce content and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we talked with her, and she was like 100% in to join the song, and that's how we connected.
Oh, so like the sample pack had Mwaki
Yes.
sounding the same, or maybe the
No, only the vocal.
yeah. That's what I'm asking. Like the vocal was the same. Like she sings, and you just laid the beat, and it fit perfectly.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically like that.
Yeah, because the way it sounds like maybe you sent her the beat, then she had to write.
Yeah. Making music is there's different ways you can make music.
Yeah.
But right now, like, I think this is like the magic of music.
Yeah.
Anyone like can produce a song in your home, and the song can become huge. Like, and this is like the story of Moaki, I think, because so many people ask like, how did you meet her? And sometimes they are expecting like the like crazy story of how I met. Like, and the crazy part is like, music is awesome because I'm a Brazilian producer who found like vocal from a Kenyan girl, and we connected, and the music worked and connected with people from all over the world. This is like the magic of music for me.
And I think it's even a crazier story that it starts with a sample pack. Because you know, if it starts with you knew her and you'd seen her work, then you know you reached out to her, then you worked on this thing. I think it's less crazier than you're just there and then you find that perfect, you know, because it's really hard to get that perfect thing that just fits. Yeah, I feel like it's even a crazier
and
story.
right after I made the song, I actually text her because I wanted to know what the lyrics were about, what's the story behind, and to understand like the language, what she was singing. So we were already talking before the release, like the time I make the song, we were already talking about it.
Okay. And by then, do you know that even the song in Kenya, not everyone understands the song? Did you know that?
What?
Like the fact that it's a local, it's one of the local languages. It's not the main.
Yeah. I knew that.
You knew that, eh?
I knew that because, as I said, like when I made a song, I text her to ask her, like, what's the story behind, to understand, and this is so cool.
Yeah, because we sing along to it, and we can barely understand what's going on there. You just know that it's a dope song. I understand some Kikuyu, so at least I get a few ideas. Then I think there's a video that was released that has the whole translation.
Yes.
That's also another thing I wanted to ask you. Like, when you go to the internet, you find like 10 versions of Mwaki. Are you getting anything from that? Because they are monetized and they are what? What's happening with that?
Versions like remixes, you mean?
No. It's the song, fake video, ads running.
Yeah, I think we get rights from. I actually don't know. Like, I think yes.
Yeah, because I've noticed that that sometimes affects like the main video when that happens.
Yeah, because it's we get royalties because they're automatic, like copyrighted by like YouTube or the platform which they put the video. But sometimes the main problem is that we don't get the track of how well the song is going because so many plays are going to different videos. But I mean, I don't think there's a problem. Like,
okay. Because every time I watch that, I'm there like, you know, like, because sometimes an artist can have like this very huge hit. It does like really big numbers, but the money goes to the wrong people. You know, goes back to there.
Yeah, but in a way, I think that those like, I mean, like those channels that post music. There's this like, for like me that I am like a solid artist releasing everything. It's good because if they put my song there, in a way I think it's good because they grow their channels and they can support like smaller artists. So I don't think it's like a big problem. I don't worry about it, you know.
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
And then the interesting thing also is when I think of Brazilian music, I can't pin down like the biggest artists or some of the biggest artists. Who are some of the biggest artists in Brazil? And
Oh, we have so many big artists. I
that are
have like
known like worldwide, like outside Latin America.
outside. I think the right now the biggest artist that is known outside it's
Mhm.
Anita.
Okay.
She sings like Brazilian funk music,
Oh, okay.
and she's really big. Like she's releasing songs with different like big artists from all over the world.
Yeah, yeah.
And when it comes to electronic music, we have so many big artists. Like
Mm,
have Alok, we have Vintage Culture, we have Mochak,
mm.
which is huge in social media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
there's so many artists.
Oh, and I think there's this form of music I used to hear. I don't know if I was a kid or what. Samba.
Yeah, Samba's huge in Brazil.
That's like a more traditional genre, or?
Yeah, it's a traditional genre.
Mm.
No, not like a traditional, but
Mm.
it's a Brazilian genre.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's is it closer to salsa?
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think so.
Don't worry, man. I know like so
Yeah,
little
yeah,
about
yeah.
Latin America, so I'm trying to. You're Latin America, or
Yeah.
Brazil is
Brazil,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Samba is very like there's a lot of drums,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very percussive sound. It's really
Mm.
cool, really cool.
Mm.
And in Brazil, it's like there's this cultural thing that's Roda de Samba, which is like basically a couple of friends that join to play together and improvise, playing
Mm.
instruments
Mm.
and singing. Samba is the music of Brazilian carnival.
Okay.
When you see the parades, the Brazilian parades, carnival,
Yeah,
like there's samba music. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you remember the way I told you we jump from everything? So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
remembered the Amazon is in Brazil or next to Brazil. The Amazon forest.
It's in Brazil.
It's in
Amazon
Brazil.
Forest, yeah.
Yeah. And I remember there was a time there was a controversy around it where I don't know if the government wanted to exploit, and then you have like the people who are called the uncontacted or something. There are people who live in the forest, yeah?
Yeah. Because the forest is very big.
Mm.
There are like there are people that live there. There are like how do you say like tribal people that live there too. So
Mhm.
there's like this whole like political
Mm.
thing going on about like
Yeah, should they
the
be contracted?
exploration,
Yeah.
everything.
Mm.
Yeah.
How did that end? Is it still being pursued? Because I remember there was worldwide outrage, like leave them alone. You're going to kill them with diseases and.
Yeah, they're still happening. I mean,
Mm.
so it depends on like the government that are.
Mm.
So sometimes like a government is like they like let people explore more. Some governments less, and there's like people that are talking about like depends on the government basically, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, exploration is happening.
And then when we watch movies, still we normally see like the shots around the Amazon. You have like these huge ass anaconda snakes. Do those actually exist, or is this movies that? Like I've seen like this next to the
Yeah.
Amazon forest, you'll have a snake like.
Yeah, there are like a snake called jiboya, which is like huge. They eat like a whole cow, you know. Yeah, so it's great.
Yeah, man. Sometimes we see these animals and you're like, why do they call Africa the jungle? Because we don't have that. We don't have like such huge snakes.
Yeah.
Like even a lot of animals that I see, like in Australia, we don't have them.
Yeah,
Like,
Australia. We
yeah.
see like some crazy videos,
Yeah.
right? Like some big spiders and shit.
Yeah, just waiting for you at the door.
yeah.
Because that's super interesting. So I remember there was that story of they wanted to explore the forest. What else happened? So those tribes just exist in there. They don't care about coming out of the forest. That's interesting, man.
Yeah, sorry?
I was saying like those tribes, they just exist and they've existed in Brazil all this time. They just
Yeah.
don't want to come out and live this corporate, capitalistic life.
Yeah, I mean there are some of them like today are more modern, you know, and there are like more like traditional tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately they are like disappearing because of course of like this modern life and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you go there with like they say, like us now, like you show up there and you contact them, you might end up exposing them to viruses they didn't know about, they don't have any immunity against, and yeah, it becomes. And then another thing that has been trending about Brazil, I think I saw this last week, was people are saying that Brazil is starting to dominate the UFC and fighting just like it used to dominate football. So maybe I might ask you about that. What has happened to Brazilian football? Nowadays, you don't intimidate the world. Like back in the days, the World Cup would start. You'd be like, Brazil is going to win this. Nowadays, you're like, what's in the Neymar is going to roll around. Like, what's up with that? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think there are like moments,
yeah,
like right now Brazil is not in a good moment when it comes to football,
yeah.
but we have some amazing players. I
Mm.
think it's more like setting up a good team and a good like a team leader and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
But Brazil, like, it's, it's it's still huge in football.
yeah. Okay, okay. Cause and then there's this other story I also saw that was about Botafogo. I didn't follow up on it, but it was a story about this team that I don't know won how many games. So do you follow your
Ye-
local football scene?
Yeah, I follow. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about, Botafogo.
Which is your
I'm
team?
not. I'm not like a football huge fan. I'm a
Okay.
fan. I'm a fan. I used to be a huge fan when I was younger.
Mm.
My father is like he's obsessed about football.
Yeah.
Our team is Corinthians. I don't know if you know.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
I know it.
and yeah, but basically Botafogo was like in the top of the competition,
Yeah.
and everyone thought that they were like winning the competition,
yeah.
but suddenly like
The wheels just fell
yeah,
off.
and they lost.
Yeah. Okay, who took it? Palmeiras?
Palmeiras.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. You see, because you know about your like teams and everything. Then another thing that I found super interesting about Brazil has been your fighting. Like all of a sudden, some of the best fighters are coming from Brazil. What's happening? Is there like a lot of gyms for fighting? Or by that I mean the UFC. Because you have Pereira, you have that girl that just knocks.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't follow too much fighting, but I don't know what you asked about, like
Is
fighting
there culture?
rings.
Is there like maybe neighborhoods you'll find like fighting gyms? Like maybe.
No, not like neighborhoods. There are like fighting gyms all over the place, and I think it got like more common when Anderson Silva
Oh, okay.
was
okay.
huge in UFC,
Mm.
and we saw like growing up so many like fighting gyms and everything.
Mm.
So
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, because there's this girl, man.
but we have like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is
Oh,
like
yeah.
very famous
Mm, mm.
fight. So yeah,
Yeah, you think that has been passed in maybe in the genes?
yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has been huge for years in Brazil,
Mm.
and
And then there's other capoeira. Is it cap?
yeah, there's capoeira,
Mm.
which is a fight, but it's also like a
A dance.
dance. Yeah,
Yeah.
it comes from the when Brazil had like I forgot in English, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, back in the day in Brazil. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, because I think like they used to dance. They used to teach each other how to fight, but through dance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. Was it the slavery days?
Yeah, the slavery.
Oh, okay.
During
okay.
the slavery days, so
Mm.
basically they teach people how to fight, as you said,
Mm.
and but in a way that it looked like dance.
Mm.
And I did capoeira for a few years.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then stopped why?
Hmm?
Stopped why?
Yeah, I stopped
Ah.
when I was really young. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
it was
like-
was really cool. It's such cool like
okay.
fight to learn.
Yeah, because I was saying like there's also this girl that's known worldwide, Amanda Nunez, I think. How's the name said? Nunez or Nunez?
Nunes.
Nunez. Oh, it's just Nunez.
You know a lot about Brazilians.
Yeah, no, it's because as I said, the internet, man, like you
Yeah,
see these
yeah.
things. But the funny thing is the music, apart from samba, like I was even surprised when I heard you're from Brazil. I was
Mhm.
expected maybe Europe, like one of the European countries, because I think we still hear some of their music more than Brazil.
Yeah,
It's such an
because
interesting.
what I think happens when it comes to Brazil is Brazil is very like closed.
Mm.
So Brazilian music, Brazilian musicians, they tour a lot around Brazil.
Okay.
Brazil is like a big country.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, for example, me, it was hard to break through and come out from Brazil.
Mm.
I've been touring in Brazil for years.
Mm.
I've done like more than 300 shows in
Oh,
Brazil,
yeah, yeah.
and only a few shows outside Brazil.
Mm.
Now, of course, that I got this like worldwide hit,
Yeah.
I can like um, I'm playing in other countries and everything.
Yeah.
But most Brazilian musicians they tour around Brazil, and Brazil's Brazilian music is really based on Portuguese.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you see like the Brazilian top 50 songs on Spotify,
Yeah.
you see that like I think like 90% of them will be like Portuguese.
Okay. Okay.
So
Mm.
that's why I think so many people don't know about Brazilian music because
Yeah.
they are all in Portuguese, and
Mm.
there is this like language barrier
Yeah. Yeah.
to like
Mm.
make a worldwide hit.
Yeah. 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 But Mwaki is worldwide.
This is like
Yeah.
what is crazy about this song. I
Yeah.
think.
And how big is it in Brazil? Because I feel like Kenya, it took a time to it hit outside then hit here.
Mhm.
Like as soon as it hit outside, we were like, oh shit, it's Kenyan. Let's
Yeah.
run with it. Yeah.
Yeah, in Brazil, Moake hasn't like gone very well. I mean,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's no much like news about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Mm.
but yeah, but when it comes to like the electronic scene in Brazil, everybody
Mm.
knows about the song, of course.
Mm.
But it's not huge in Brazil as it's huge in so many countries. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
if you see like Shazam in Italy, we were like second.
Mm.
Here we were first. We were first like in so many countries,
Yeah.
and in Brazil we didn't get like even in the top 50. You
Mm.
know,
Oh, okay. Even now.
even now.
Oh, okay. And are there like TikTok challenges around it in Brazil, or that's just worldwide but not Brazil?
No. We have only a few TikToks from Brazil.
Mm. Okay.
Most of them are from like here
Mm.
and all over the world. Yeah.
Yeah, because here, as I said, it hit, and I remember when last week she performed at this other festival. It's called Blankets and Wine. Yeah, Blankets.
Yeah,
and Wine.
Sophia performed.
Yeah,
Yes,
Sophia
yes,
performed,
yes.
Yeah. So with this now, the fact that this one has worked out this well, what's the plan? You want to work with more African artists or more Kenyan artists, like, or you just want to go with the flow?
Yeah. I mean, I'm already working with so many artists from all over Africa.
Yeah.
I'm working on new music with Sophia also.
Oh, okay.
But there's like when Moaki started to grow, I'm receiving like so many messages from different artists, and there are so many talented artists like reaching out, and like from small artists to big artists, and there's so many good music that comes from Africa, from so many countries. So yeah, it's probably like lots of music that is coming with African artists.
Okay, and I remember I was asking you about how much we don't know about Brazilian music, but how much did you know about Kenyan music, especially the fact that you're a DJ before Mwaki?
Yeah, to be honest, like I didn't know almost nothing about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here to like learn.
Yeah.
That's why I came here to
Yeah.
to Kenya to learn more about the culture, about everything, and yeah, there's so many like good artists. I was in the radio last 2 days ago, and they were like, and outside like the show, they were showing me so many good music from here. So yeah, there's definitely so many good music from Kenya.
Okay. So, and how big is Afrobeat in Brazil? Because I've seen Afrobeat grow in the US.
Yeah.
It's growing in Europe, but has it reached Brazil, or the language barrier still?
Yeah, what happens in Brazil about Afrobeat? Of course, those like big worldwide hits, Afrobeat worldwide hits like "Water" by Tyler, you know, like "Calm Down" by Rema. These songs are like radio hits in Brazil.
Yeah. Okay.
But when it comes to Afrobeat, I think there's a lot of Brazilian like trap artists and rap artists that are doing like Afrobeat songs.
Oh, okay.
But they're singing in Portuguese.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense because we also speak.
Yeah.
We sing in Shang, you know, like the street language.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's the street language in Brazil? Like, what is it called? Because I'm sure there's a way that you distort Portuguese for the streets, or that doesn't happen?
Yeah. We were talking about that because I was doing an interview in a Shang
Yeah,
radio,
yeah.
and they were like explaining me this about.
Mm.
In Brazil, we don't have like a different language. We
Okay.
only have Portuguese.
Mm.
But in a way, we do have so many. As I said, Brazil is very big,
Yeah.
so we have like very different accents in Brazil
Yeah.
and different slangs.
Okay.
So the language can be like different.
Mm.
Of course, me as a Brazilian, I understand like everything.
Mm.
But I mean, if you learn Portuguese,
Yeah.
like from
yeah.
a book, and
Yeah.
you come to Brazil and you go to São Paulo, you're gonna hear something. And when
Yeah.
you go to like a Brazilian like northeast,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
yeah.
probably won't understand the difference. Like there's difference between so many parts in Brazil. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what are girls called in slang?
Hmm?
Brazilian slang. Is there a name for like girls in Brazilian slang?
Uh,
Girls. Okay, I don't know if girls, women, girls.
yeah.
Is there like a word for them? Like for Nairobi, you'll have, of course, madam, which comes from the word dame. But then you have like the new generation who called Onito Denge. Yes, Denge. You see, like we have like so many names for girls.
When you say about girls, like
yeah.
For example, there's one that's Mina.
Mina. Okay.
Yeah.
And the actual Portuguese word is
In São Paulo we say Mina, but I don't think that they say Mina in different places.
yeah.
When it comes to girl, like
But what's the actual now Portuguese word for girls?
Menina.
Menina. Oh, okay. So you just take something out and then
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. And sorry to say this, but I have to ask, kwa nini ukuuliza? So I always ask people from different cultures. A fat ass, it's called what? You have a name for that?
Yeah.
I know you're white, so maybe fat ass does not fascinate you as much. But I'll be asked like, kwa nini ukuuliza?
Yeah, there's like bundona.
Oh, bundona. Okay.
But it's funny because you can use that too to talk about a person who is like always scared about everything.
Oh, okay.
Because bundona is for like girls,
Mm.
but you can also say like to a boy that he's bundão.
Oh, okay. That means he's always scared.
But this means like a big ass.
Yeah.
But it's also depending on the context, it can means like that he's always scared.
Oh, it makes sense. Makes sense because that's like the American version of bitch ass.
Yeah.
You understand? Where like they make jokes about it. Okay, so how big is rap music in Brazil?
Very big, very big.
Oh, okay. And like the biggest artists talk about what? Because I know there's crime in the favelas. So do they talk about crime? Do they talk about partying? Like our music mostly for a very long time the biggest hits were about partying. But right now like one of the biggest rap groups is very ghetto. They're called Wakardinali. So it's more of the street shit. And they're like the biggest rap group right now. So Brazil, how's that?
Yeah, they used to talk a lot about like crimes,
Yeah.
but right now they're more about like going up in your life and being successful.
Okay.
They're more about like about that
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, and flashy chains and cars.
Exactly.
I guess rap is just rap, man.
Yeah, it's just like everywhere in the world,
Yeah.
And like the old school rappers, they complain about the new rappers because they are not talking about like the issues and everything, and like the social problems. They are just talking about like money and everything.
Yeah.
I think that happens in everywhere in the world,
Yeah, it's universal. Like
Yeah.
this generation will talk shit about this one will talk shit about that.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going like that. Like ever since I heard that in America people used to complain about jazz. They'd say like jazz is not music. That's the older generation of that time.
Yeah.
Now the jazz musicians are saying the new music is not.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and are there like rap beefs that get ugly? Like for example, the way in America it gets super ugly.
I think when it comes to rap, no. But I know what you're thinking. So
I'm
basically,
just asking.
basically in Brazil, when it comes to that and about what they are talking, there's Brazilian funk music,
Okay.
which is the song from like the suburbs,
Yeah.
which it started like that, but
Mm.
of course right now it's like huge. The
Mm.
biggest Brazilian songs are in funk music.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like this, like beefs,
Mm.
I think they're more the ugly beefs, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hard ones
Mm.
are on like funk music because
Oh, more than
there
rap.
are like
Okay.
I don't know, like different gangs in Brazil from the favelas
Mm.
that they do like funk music. So
Mm.
yeah.
Mm. Oh, okay. And how did the like okay, the favelas from outside, I always feel like this in steep places.
Yeah, when it comes to Rio, yes,
Uh,
but favelas are everywhere in Brazil. Like, for
mm.
example, in São Paulo,
Mm.
so they are not like in this like mountains or
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Because Rio de Janeiro is like it's like there's a lot of mountains. That's why
Mm.
the favelas, because they are outside the city, that's in the coast. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's why they are in the mountains, like in
Yeah,
the,
yeah, mountain.
yeah.
Okay.
And in São Paulo, no, São Paulo it's like more like flat. So
Yeah.
the favelas are in like flat. Yeah.
And what sort of music is someone bound to hear in the favelas? Because like Kenya, if you go to a random ghetto, the probability of hearing reggae is super high.
Yeah.
Like people love reggae music. Like in the favelas, what sort of music are people listening to?
Funk music.
Oh, funk.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is
Mm.
the main genre, but
Mm.
of course they listen to everything.
Oh, it makes sense why now funk has like the worst beefs, you know.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's why when we were asking about like
Mm.
rap music is huge in Brazil,
Yeah.
but when it comes to like this urban social music, you know,
Mm.
it's funk.
Oh, okay. So funk is where now people are talking about issues.
Exactly,
Political.
exactly.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, and how's the politics there? I remember there was this one guy that was controversial. I don't know if he's still the president. The guy who wanted to go into the forest. Is he still the one?
Bolsonaro, no,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not. He's
Oh.
not president anymore.
Yeah, okay. Who won?
Lula.
Mm.
Yeah, in
And-
Brazil there's like this right against left,
Yeah.
like,
Mm.
and Bolsonaro is like
Right.
right,
Mm.
and Lula is left, and
Mm.
there's all this like
Mm. Oh, and how?
politics in Brazil
Mm.
that like people are like when you go like on holidays on like Christmas, you see
Mm.
with your family, and your family is like fighting
Mm.
against
Oh.
like different opinions on
Okay.
politics, you know.
Oh,
It's
is
like very like two sides in Brazil,
Mm.
and people like to like judge and put you in a box when it comes to like.
Yeah, yeah. I think.
I don't know if this happens here.
Yeah, here it's the same, but ours is more on like a tribal level. I don't even know how to explain that shit, but yeah, it's more on a language. Which language do you speak? So from the language that someone speaks, you can try and detect their political ideology.
Really?
Yeah, but
That's
I think with time that might change. We always expect that to African history. You know, like Kenya, as we know it, was just like it's the British that drew the borders.
yeah.
So now you have a bunch of people living together that most
The
probably
whole
had-
Africa is like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So like you have a bunch of people who had nothing in common who are now living together and they're trying to figure it out. So I think with time we'll figure it out. We'll reach a level where it's more ideological than it's just yeah.
Mhm.
But for you, like how old is Brazil right now? How many years?
Hmm?
For how long have you been free? Brazil. How old is the country?
Oh yeah, Brazil was found like discovered, you know,
Yeah.
by like Europe in
Mm.
1500.
Oh, okay. Older,
So yeah, and it's been free from like since I don't know, like 800, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And now we go back to music. So the Surrender EP is out. Are you working on an album or is this the EP right now that you're concentrating on?
Yeah, we just released the EP.
Yeah.
Of course, Muak is huge, so we are working on it.
Mm.
Right now, we are releasing the remixes.
Yeah. Okay.
So we just released today
Oh.
the Tiesto remix.
Mm.
And Tiesto is like this huge legendary DJ,
Oh.
and
Mm.
I'm so happy about this.
Mm.
And we're releasing another remixes in the on January.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm working on so many new music. My next single is probably be out on February,
Oh,
because
okay.
we're
Okay.
still like working on Moak. Moak is still huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's lots to like explore, and yeah, I'm basically working on this new single. I'm releasing this year, I think, like 2 EPs and maybe an album this year.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, lots
So
of music to come.
when's the video coming out for Mwaki? Because you're in Kenya to shoot the video, yeah?
Yeah, we shoot the video yesterday. I don't know when it's coming out,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
but the shooting was yesterday, and it was like crazy. It was very fun.
Shot it Nairobi or outside?
We shot in Hell's Gate.
Oh, Hell's Gate, Naivasha.
Yes.
Shit. You know that place is literally a Hell's Gate. You know that, right? Have you been told like it floods and shit, people die?
Yeah, we recorded in that like
Yeah.
on the inside where it floods, but it's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
It's
think that's some really white man shit. Because the minute I hear people died there, I'm like, I ain't going.
Really?
There. Yeah. If I was at Hell's Gate and it started raining, I'm getting the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like people have, like, I don't know when. Like I don't know why they called it Hell's Gate, and people have gone to hell and heaven through that place. Like, yeah. Oh, so you shot it there, like the whole video.
The whole video.
Oh, okay. Sophia was there.
Yeah, Sophia. We had like 70 dancers.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
and, it was a huge crew. It was really fun.
Okay, and I'm sure there are people wondering, like, you're here around New Year, so you're staying here.
Yeah, I'm here.
2024 is finding you in Kenya. 2024 is finding you in Kenya, or you'll have left.
Yeah, I'm spending New Year's Eve here.
Okay.
I'm playing during New Year's Eve in Diani Beach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm traveling there on the 31st.
Oh, okay.
And I'm here in Kenya until January 2nd.
Oh, that's cool. So, been to Mombasa before, or this will be the first time?
First time.
Okay, so you just came in through Nairobi?
Yeah, I came through Nairobi, and it's been like only 2 days that I'm here.
Oh, okay.
And there's so many things happening that it looks like I'm here for like a week already.
Yeah.
I haven't slept yet. Like it's been crazy.
I thought you came in when we had a power blackout at the airport, man. Like I think it was a few weeks before, we had a crazy power blackout at the airport.
Really?
Yeah, which was fucked up. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, some real whatever. Okay, so enjoy Diani. Diani, Mombasa is really good. The weather, although I'm thinking the weather in Brazil is just like Kenyan. Is it?
Yeah,
how's the weather?
it's very similar. Like very hot, and yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah, because now Mombasa is hotter, and now the air is humid.
You hear me? Yeah.
And but now the party culture in Mombasa is crazy. Like they party the whole night, like till you'll go to a club at 9 a.m. People are still dancing.
That's
So
cool.
it's crazy.
That's cool.
How's the party culture in Brazil? Is there like
Exactly the same. Like I mean, we are here in Kenya, and all of my friends are in Brazil, like partying, because New Year's Eve it's huge in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
People like take a week to party. So like when I wake up here, like it's 7 a.m. In Brazil, and my friends are like crazy in a party, you know. So yeah, they're spending like partying all day.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and maybe the last thing I'm going to ask is, like, which Kenyan artists have you learnt about? Like, so far now that you've come to Kenya, at least now you've ended up learning about a few artists.
Yes.
Which ones are like unforgettable? Because art, you can forget a lot of shit. But
I mean, there's a band that the guitarist texted me to work together. That is Saudi Soul.
Okay, yeah.
And Fancy Fingers, the guitarist.
Yeah.
The guitarist. And yeah, we probably. I was talking with him yesterday.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have time to sit in the studio, because so many things happening. But yeah, it's a huge band here, right?
Yeah. Like right now, I think the last concert they were charging like $200 per ticket.
Wow.
Huge.
Yeah,
huge.
this is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, Sauti Sol, that would be interesting. But which other artists have you had? Just had, not working with, just had, like you had their music and you're like, oh shit, this is good.
Yeah. There's like a 70s band that I have a song saved in
What?
like my Spotify that it's called the Lulu's Band.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you know them?
Then name sounds familiar. The music now.
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause
Like I
if
don't know
it's
how I
70s band,
found. I don't
yeah.
know how I found, but I
Yeah.
have. It's a 70s band, like
Mm.
rock band.
Oh,
It's
rock.
really really cool. There's a song called I think it's Nana.
Mm.
It's really really cool.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay. Those ones I don't know about.
Yeah.
But yeah. I had to ask about that. But yeah, just go dig in, listen to some Kenyan music. Don't not necessarily work with them, but yeah, I think we have a good sound. I was talking to a South African, and he was telling me Kenyan music is good, but it just doesn't thump. So I don't know. That's why I was asking your opinion as a DJ.
Yeah.
Like you've not had some shit that you can go and play that people don't understand, but they still jump to it.
Mm-hmm.
That has not come up. Like, okay,
What
I
do you
think I've
mean, like-
confused you, man. I'm saying, I was talking to a South African. and
Yeah.
they're saying like the reason why Kenyan music never goes past East Africa is it lacks some thumping or something to really move you. So that's what I was asking. As a DJ, you've not had anything that you're like, as much as I don't understand it, this sounds good. This is global.
Yeah. I mean, but you're talking about like Kenyan
Yeah,
music
Kenyan
or
music. Yeah. It seems the answer is no. Oh, my English is confusing you.
no
It's all
problem. I mean, yeah. I was doing this interview
good. Yeah.
2 days ago,
Mm.
and what he said to me about the host
Mm.
that he thinks that the problem with Kenyan music is like the mixing
Mm. Oh,
and
okay.
the sound quality. He thinks that this is like why
Mm.
that the songs are, but I don't think that it's
Yeah,
that it's
I don't
about
think
it.
it's the
It's
mixing.
about
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
I think it's just like a small part of it, you know.
Mm.
And he was showing me these like amazing songs.
Mm.
How's I think it's called Ghetto Tone.
Mm.
It's like
Oh, urban tone.
yeah, it's
Urban tone or gengeton.
Gengaton. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, really cool. He
Yeah.
was showing me those artists and those music.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought like that was like really like global music for me. Like a lot of influences from like reggaeton, right?
Yeah. Gengeton, reggaeton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, this I'd say like right now is the first generation of like Kenyan musicians that are really making a lot of money. Cause we had others before. I don't know how Brazil has been. Have artists always gotten paid?
Hmm?
Because have artists always gotten paid in Brazil? Like have artists always made money from music?
In
Or
Brazil?
'cause for us, yes. 'Cause
Yes,
for us, I'd
yes.
say the internet revolution has changed everything. Now artists have started earning money. Artists can now charge higher for performance.
Yeah, in Brazil. I mean, good example as we were saying about like funk music, Brazilian funk
yeah.
music. Most of those artists, I think
Mm.
almost all of them are independent because
Oh,
they
okay.
start, and Brazilian funk it's very like explicit
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean they come from like the origin are from the favela, so there are like so many like poor people that start making music
Yeah.
and selling like independently, and the song becomes viral and big and
Oh.
change like these people lives, their
Oh.
families, and they help with like the neighborhood and everything. So yeah,
Okay.
solo artists are going.
Yeah. Okay. So
So many opportunities in Brazil for solo artists.
Yeah. So Zab, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice time in Mombasa.
Thank you so much.
Don't try any shit in Mombasa. Don't try and smoke. Don't try. I hope you know that. Like they have less drugs there.
No, I
Probability
don't know.
of some laced weed is high as fuck. So don't fuck with the weed there. If you smoke, that is. If you don't smoke, good for you. And you can't also carry weed on a plane. So just know, Mombasa does not fuck around. Mombasa is a partying city, but apart from partying, it's the only place in Kenya that has a drug problem.
Mhm.
Like you can find like zombies there. You can't find that shit in Nairobi. So yeah, just stay safe, man. Enjoy
Okay.
Mombasa. It's a beautiful city. The clubs, people party a lot. Yeah, and enjoy your New Year's Eve and happy and prosperous 2024. Sorry I took you all over, man. That's IKONINI. We don't talk about one thing because
Yeah, but I
just
like
talk
it. I love it. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for having me.
yeah, and that was a big song, man. That's a huge and it's a great song. So yeah, we
Thank
love
you.
it. Looking forward to the video. Yeah. So let's hope that it comes out soon, and let's also hope that it takes Sophia to the next level. Because right now, I think we've started appreciating her after this song, and she's been doing music for some time. So that was a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, you guys have like so many good artists.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to be able, like, as a producer, to bring, for example, Sophia to the world, and she deserves it. So yeah.
So thank you, man. So inakuwa ni episode 252. Kama kawaida vile susamaga, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tukimalizia 252 tukisema ikonini. How do you say ikonini? Just say ikonini.
Ikonini.
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. Ikonini is basically a phrase that we use in Nairobi, where if you say something and you're like, fuck it, I said it. So it's like, I don't care, I said it. So
I like that.
You'll hear even politicians. You'll hear a politician just talking shit, and they're like, Koni. It's that's what it is.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so with this podcast, it's more like you can come here and just be true to yourself.
Yeah.
Speak your mind and ekonene.
Awesome, ekonene.
Yeah.